Hello guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver. I'm Cool Can Dragoon, and in the last episode, we beat Kain, but we absorbed his soul and got the power to move through instant layers. So now in front of me, you can see that there is one of those shards I was talking about. So now we can move through here and pick it up.
These artifacts enhance your stamina, enabling you to prolong your material manifestation. Gather 5 to complete the emblem, and thereby augment your strength.
In other words, get 5, get more health, stay human, and stay in the physical world longer. It doesn't make any difference to your health here in the spectral realm. There we go. So there's nothing you can really do about that. Your health in the spectral realm will always be that much. But in the physical world, you can get more health so you can survive around, stick around for a little bit longer. I'm trying to remember if there's anything this way. No, wait, I remember. I can't do that way yet. There. I'm getting confused. Where am I? What have I done? What is the purpose in life? Alright, now I need to return to the physical world. There we go, open it up. So now we actually can make use of this way shrine because we've already activated one that's closer, so we can skip a little bit here. So now we have returned to another time and place. Or just another place. So there we go. Of course, I am still unarmed in this area, and the enemies do come back, so I see there is now a vampire in front of me. I do not need to fight him. Hurrah! I don't need to fight you guys. And we're just gonna kind of keep going through here. Almost to the next thing. Almost there, because once we finish this little, it's not really a boss fight, I'd say. Once we finish this next fight, we'll get an item that will make this game a lot easier. As soon as we eat some souls. Sorry I stopped talking back there, guys. I didn't really realize it at the time. Just kind of like,
Ariel.
Kain. The abyss has been unkind.
I am your creation, Kain. Now, as before, you criticize your own work. What have you done with my clan, degenerate? You have no right. What I have made, I can also destroy, child.
Damn you, Kain! You are not God! This act of genocide is unconscionable!
Conscience? You dare to speak to me of conscience? Only when you have felt the full gravity of choice should you dare question my judgment. Your life's span is a flicker compared to the mass of doubt and regret that I have borne since Mortanius first turned me from the light. To know that the fate of the world hangs dependent on the advisedness of my every deed. Can you even begin to conceive what action you would take in my position?
I would choose integrity, Kain.
Look around you, Raziel. See what has become of our empire. Witness the end of an age. The clans scattered to the corners of Nosgoth. This place has outlasted its usefulness. As have you.
The Soul Reaver, Kain's ancient blade, older than any of us and 1,000 times more deadly. The legends claimed that the blade was possessed and thrived by devouring the souls of its victims. For all our bravado, we knew what it meant when Kain drew the Soul Reaver in anger. It meant you were dead.
Alright, where is he? 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 Get to him, get to him. Get to him, get to him, get to him, get to him. Missed. Ah, shoot. That's the annoyance about this fight. Is that one hit from him can take you back into the spectrum. And so you have to... Yeah, get to him. I almost had him. Depending on where he is when you come back through the portal. There's two. Almost get it again. You can see the frustration's growing. Just about the Derek spirits. Alright, let's try this guy. I need to get one more hit. Got him.
The blade is vanquished. So it unfolds. And we are a step closer to our destinies.
I swore I saw a glint of satisfaction in Kain's eye when the Soul Reaver was destroyed. I did not understand the game that Kain was playing, but I knew the finishing move.
From this moment and ever afterward, you and this blade are inextricably bound. Soul Reaver and Weaver of Souls, your destinies are intertwined. By destroying the sword, you have liberated it from its corporeal prison and restored it to its true form, a wraith blade, its energy unbound. No longer a physical blade, it can only manifest itself in the material realm when your strength is fully restored. Once manifest, it will sustain you.
What are you, little soul? another of Kain's creatures come to taunt this bound spectre?
I did not intend to disturb your rest.
Rest. A body is needed for sleep. Flesh and bones are required to recline. No, child. All I may do is watch and remember, ceaselessly conscious as this wretched world's history unfurls. Ghastly past, insufferable future, are they one and the same? Am I always here?
How have you come to haunt these pillars?
Kain refused the sacrifice. The Pillar of Balance, corrupted to its core, stands as a monument to his blind ambition. Now these pillars serve only to bind me here, my prison and eternal home, thanks to the avarice of your master, Kain.
That bastard can claim no allegiance from me.
Then we share a common foe, Raziel. Return here when you have need. Ariel remembers what others have forgotten.
So what this is Ariel was the previous Balance Guardian who was murdered. When she was murdered, her lover found her and went mad. And his madness, because all members of the Circle, all the Guardians who are represented by these pillars, are bound to each other. His madness infected the rest of them, including Kain, who was in the womb. She was the one who convinced Kain to go and kill the other Guardians in an attempt to restore the Circle. At the end of this is all from in Blood Omen. In the end of Blood Omen, you're given a choice of either sacrifice, which is you kill yourself, thus freeing the Balance Pillar, or to refuse the sacrifice, which obviously in canon with the rest of the games, Kain has refused the sacrifice. So, she is now trapped there with her belief that if Kain is killed and balance restored, then she can be free to move on. But that's kind of a basic overview of what happened in the Blood Omen game, which is basically just Kain's kind of rise to power as a vampire. But now we have the Soul Reaver blade. This is the most powerful weapon in the game. You guys can kind of see there, it doesn't take very long. However, this Soul Reaver has one weakness in the game. It cannot be on the physical plane unless you're at full health. So one hit and it's gone. That was weird. It just phased through. There we go.
Your brother Zephon's keep lies far to the east, beyond the ruins that greeted your first exit from the underworld. He and his brood have cocooned themselves in a derelict cathedral, having murdered its human guardians.
So we'll get to that, but first there's a couple of other things I wanted to get to first. So, no, there it is. So the good thing, like they said about the Soul Reaver, the Soul Reaver will sustain our health, but only when our health is at maximum. So once we have our max health, we can't lose any health. But once, if we get hit, then we lose the Soul Reaver, then we'll start to lose our own health, and so on and so forth. We'll just kind of keep going downhill from there until you can get it back up to max. So a lot of times when you'll see, even when I have the Soul Reaver, a lot of times I'll still have some other weapon with me because it's just better in the long run. I feel it's a lot easier to have that than try to fight against a couple of vampires. Where is it? trying to get back to Raziel, so I can get that one piece of the shard. Guys, you remember we saw it here. Alright. So, let's get this shard piece, and there's another piece. Now we've got 3 out of 5 that we need for a health upgrade. And we still just need 2 more. There's another one that's going to be very easy to get. Sweet. Brain fart. I am not human anymore, Captain. Controls are killing me. That's gonna be the bane of my existence in this game. It's just gonna be the controls. Not the puzzles, I'm sure I can solve them all. Just the controls themselves. Alright. Alright, so now then we need to go back a little ways. We need to get our hands on one more piece, and then we can be on our way to the cathedral, which our next brother chooses to reside. And that place is a pain in the rear. It's like probably, I think, the most useful upgrade in the entire game. Now, Ariel through the door. There we go. That makes 4. See shots. 4 shots down. 1 more shot, and we can have that health upgrade along the floor. So now we're back by where we first came into the physical realm. Let's see here. So now we're actually going to head in this direction. We couldn't go this way last time because we couldn't phase. Even now we can only phase the spectral one. We have to do a lot of jumping back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Many of the powers that we'll get have limitations. They could only work in the physical realm or only work in the spiritual world. So. I can't do it yet anyway because they don't have the power. I need to beat the next boss to get that power. You can see that back there where I was. I'll lead up there to that. I could get that one, but I need to beat the next boss first, which is here inside of this cathedral. Alright, so here we are. physical realm. And here is the entrance to the next area, and we'll be doing that next time. So I will see you guys next time. This is Skull Gang Dragoon. Thank you guys for watching. Take care.